Okay. Good evening, Mr. Thomas Armitt, the Director of Tourism Development of Pendjari National Park of Benin. You are our special guest today to make us discover that safari must visit destination of Benin and of West Africa. I start by introducing myself. I am Olama Ojukwu, your regular presenter of the Wonders. Good evening, Mr. Thomas Armitt. We're so excited to have you this evening. Good evening, all our followers, our English followers from Nigeria, Ghana, London, the US, and all over the world. This is your presenter, regular presenter of the Wonders of Benin, Madam Olama Ojukwu of Gota Voyage. This evening we have Mr. Armitt Thomas to expose to us the wonders that we can experience at the Safari Tourism Center of Benin called Pendjari. Mr. Thomas, you are live. Welcome.
Thank you, Ola. Thank you for having me on this show. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to show everyone how amazing Pendjari is and why you should visit us. So one thing that Ola asked me to do to start off with is just to brush over the security measures that we've put in place in the park, as well as the coronavirus, anti-coronavirus measures that we've put in place. So I'll just speak very briefly about that, and then we'll go on to the more interesting and amazing things that you can do and why you should come and visit us in Pendjari National Park. So about security, our number one priority is the security and well-being of our guests. We take the security and well-being of our guests very seriously. So park management and the government of Benin, who are our primary partner, are operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that the park can be visited in all tranquility. So I'm just going to briefly touch on some measures that we've put in place. So it's very, very important that everyone has a recognized guide. So you can't come in the park without a recognized guide who has been trained in security protocols. These recognized guides have badges which say that they are allowed to come into the park, and they are the trained ones. They're the people who know what to expect, and they know how to make sure that the guests are as secure as possible. Also, each group that enters the park will receive a walkie-talkie radio and a GPS tracker. So this will allow us to know where you are and be able to communicate with you at all times. Just in case, in the unlikely event that anything happens, we will have your back and we will be there to make sure that you are safe. So I won't go on any further. If you want more information about the security in the park, which I can tell you is a lot, probably in anywhere in West Africa, we have a very, very secure area. You can contact me or contact Ola in order to be able to understand what information you need. So in terms of anti-COVID measures, following the instructions of WHO and the UNWTO and the Beninese government, park management have implemented a strategy to minimize the risks of COVID-19 contagion. So we have done a lot in the past few months to make sure that we are on international standard level in terms of COVID-19 measures. So one of the main things I can express to you is that all of our tourism facilities, apart from accommodation, obviously, are in open air. So the public spaces are in open air. So this allows us and allows you to really take social distancing measures seriously and just have a really good time, but without worrying about coming into contact with anyone who has COVID. Also, all of our staff have been trained. Everyone has a mask. Everyone washes their hands at least every 30 minutes or whenever they can. We have antiseptic gels, and we have hand washing stations all over the park in the most strategic places to make sure that you can have access to cleansing facilities. And I'm not going to go too much into detail into the hundreds of things that we've put in place, but also even the detail, every person who checks into the lodge uses their own pen, and after you use that pen, we disinfect that pen so that there's no chance of that infecting someone else, just in case there is COVID. So the safari vehicle is disinfected after use. So many things in place. And if you want more information about that, you can ask me or you can ask Ola, and we'll give you all that. So I think we've brushed over those subjects now. We can go on to the most amazing thing about Pendjari and why you should visit. Are you happy with that, Ola?
Okay. Awesome to have had you. I mean, the things that you've been, when we were talking, a call came in and that disturbed a little, but I mean, we heard you loud and clear. So we're so excited about all the security stuff, and then the everything that you've exposed to us about Pendjari. I'm sure that a lot of us from living in Benin, living in Benin and all over, they are already connected, and they would want to make this December and beyond Pendjari National Park that safari destination to visit. Those of them in diaspora, when they come for December, why?
Okay, so I'm going to now talk about why you should come and visit Pendjari National Park. So it's a haven of peace for wild animals in West Africa. I mean, Pendjari National Park is home to at least 60 species of mammals, including buffalo, lion, elephant, and leopard. And 25% of the remaining 400 West African lions that are nearly extinct exist in Pendjari National Park. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so there are only 2 World Heritage Sites in Benin, and this is one of them. Finally, you will make sure that you contribute, when you arrive, you contribute to the conservation of Pendjari National Park. You will contribute, and you will have put everything that you come in to the park is going to contribute to the conservation of the wildlife and the preservation of this most amazing heritage that exists in West Africa and in Benin. So let me give you 5 reasons why you should come. 1, it's magnificent landscapes, abundant flora and fauna, and it's a dream for lovers of nature and those who are passionate about West Africa's natural heritage. It's the perfect place to relax and escape from the daily stress. That's number 1. Number 2, Pendjari Park is the last safari destination in West Africa that offers the chance to see lions and elephants in the same place and in their natural environment. It's no wonder why Pendjari is the best national park in West Africa. It's also a magnificent place for romantic escapes, or maybe to celebrate a birthday, or even to come with family or friends to discover your heritage together. It's a unique experience, and it's just on your doorstep. Right here, right now, you can have that experience in your house. No need to go to Kenya, no need to go to South Africa. Come to Pendjari and you'll have the same experience. Also, a safari in Pendjari National Park can be easily combined with exciting experiences in the north of Benin. You've probably all heard of the Tata Somba, which is also a World Heritage Site, but there are beautiful waterfalls in Tanungu, beautiful waterfalls in Natitingu. There's so many amazing things. And if you want a list of those, you can ask us or ask Ola, and she'll be able to give you more information about this. And finally, one of the most important things I think for everybody is that since 2019, we've reduced our entrance and accommodation prices for Beninese nationals and ECOWAS residents. So we want domestic and regional tourists to have the opportunity to discover the wonders of their region. So for more information about that, you can contact me directly or contact Ola. We have 12 amazingly comfortable rooms for you to stay in. We have a swimming pool at the lodge that looks over a waterhole where you can see elephants and buffalo coming to drink. Don't worry, it's far away, but you'll be in safety. We have a new restaurant, and our accommodation looks onto sunset, so you'll be able to have a cocktail on your balcony in privacy, looking at your own personal sunset over the savannah. We have many, many things that I'd like to share with you, but we don't have time today. And if you want information and photos, you can come and visit us on our website, or you can contact Ola about the information.
Thank
So
amazing. It's so amazing having you here. Thank you so much. You've done indeed justice to this our safari destination. Safari destination of Pendjari is that destination to make a date with, even from now. Reservations coming. Did I tell you that last 2 years I visited? I had Chinese, I had French people, I had Americans, I had even Africans, and we visited. Do you know what we did? Just very close to the river, we had our picnic at the middle of that beautiful greenish landscape, and we were watching the animals from the distance. I tell you, like Mr. Thomas told us, the environment, because you've got the waterfalls of Tano, you've got the beautiful Tatasombas. We'll be visiting this area, I mean, in other of our editions. I tell you, Tatasomba is a place to visit, the wonder in Benin. Make a date with us and begin to contact us just after that. We thank you all that joined us from everywhere, America, London, Nigeria, Ghana, even Benin, and from all the English-speaking countries. Thank you for having been part of this meeting. Don't forget to make it a date with us next week by 8 p.m. We will be at Dasa to discover the hills of Dasa. Thank you so much, and you have a great week ahead.
Thank you very much, Ola. Goodbye.
Goodbye.